So you're thinking about relocating, but you don't even know where to start, and it's scary to leave the familiar. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, it's Rosemary Lewis, your educator agent, and today I am joined by a special guest.
Corey Lewis, hello.
Hello, Corey is my husband, and we are going to talk about the topic of relocation.
About 5 years ago, we decided to relocate from Chicago to North Dallas.
Yeah, so Corey and I, we met in, do you know the year?
1995.
Woo, he gets points for that. We met in 1995, both born and raised in Chicago. So living in Chicago, we hit a few milestones, right?
We did. Kids, homes, businesses.
Yep, we did all that. But then we got to a point where I think we started to feel a little restless, right?
And I asked you a question.
And that was a question that really was thought-provoking.
Which is, are we there because we know it, or are we there because we love it?
And when Corey asked that question, that was the first time that I was really reflective, because here's the deal. We loved the people in Chicago, we loved our family, we loved what we built, but we felt like there was more.
It was.
Yep. So, little background. My husband is like, let's press go, let's go get it, let's, put it all on black and hope that we win. And that's just not how I am. I was not that type of a risk taker. But when he posed that question about moving, something just felt right.
It did.
So once we established that we were ultimately there because we knew it, we entertained the idea of moving. So the first thing we did was we started a list, right?
We did.
On that list, we had things that would make us leave what we called home. Some of those things included obviously school district, because we had our two sons, or we still have our sons. We wanted to make sure that they were settled. Corey is an entrepreneur. He was flipping houses, so real estate market was important to you.
Also weather and no snow.
That was big for him. Honestly, can y'all believe this? I lived in Chicago all my life. And weather, I was used to it, so weather wasn't horrible for me. Like, it wasn't a big thing on my list, but I'm so happy it was on his list, because we are in some great weather now.
Yeah.
So after putting things on our list, one state kept coming back up, which was
State of Texas.
The state of Texas, the Lone Star State.
Yes.
So the cities we entertained in Texas:
Austin, Houston, Dallas.
Austin, Houston, Dallas. And my husband, being the great husband that he is,
We came to Dallas for your birthday.
Yep. And we reached out to some friends, and they, because they knew us and they were familiar with the area, they suggested a certain part of the city that they thought that we should check out. And we came and we checked it out, and did you like it?
I loved it.
What did you love about it?
Everything.
No, but that is true. I think it just felt like home, which is huge when one place has been your home. At that time, we were well into our 30s, right?
Yeah.
So we explored the city, we went to church, we hung out, and on the way home, remember the guy that bets it all on black?
On the plane, I said, get ready because we're relocating in 9 months.
Yep. And let me tell you something. Like I told y'all before, I am not the gambler. I'm the one that I go to the same stores. I like routine. I normally didn't like change, and I'm my parents' only child. I'm my mom's only child. So I had so many things going through my mind, but it just felt right. And for the first time, I wasn't scared.
So once we decided to move, we decided to take a couple of months to come date the city.
And for us, that looked like coming to this area pretty frequently. I think we came like once every month or once every 6 weeks. But each time we came, it was really purposeful. Like, we had an agenda so that our transition would be smoother.
We came to look for a job for you.
Mm-hmm.
Brought our son, our oldest son at the time, who was graduating in 8th grade, to come check out the city.
Yeah, we took him to the high school that he would be going to. We wanted to make sure that he was familiar with the different activities and things like that, because here's the thing, relocating is tough on kids, right? So we wanted to be as considerate as possible. Although we were making this decision for him and his future, we wanted to make sure that we included him in that. So it was important that we left our little one at home and just brought him along so that he could begin to understand why we made the decision that we did.
One of the times we also came just to hang out, and then we came to look at homes.
Yep, because we had to know where we were going to live. We looked in neighborhoods, we drove by during the day, we drove by at night. So by the time we got here, I think for me, it felt like home.
Yeah, everything was familiar.
Everything was familiar, so that was great for us.
Enough about us. How about you give them 3 tips about relocating?
All right, will do. Here are my top 3 tips. Number 1, make a list. Start to think about you, think about your family, think about what you all need, and make sure that the places that you're looking for will provide that. I'm going to be the first to tell you that Dallas isn't for everybody, but it was for our family. And I think that part of that is because we were really intentional about what we needed, and we got to a place that could provide that for us. Second tip, start to think about budgets, start to prepare, okay? So start to get movers out so they can give you quotes on what things are gonna cost. If you're thinking about actually purchasing a home, you can get some tips up here. I have a video that I taped that'll help you with that process. And then number 3, you gotta take action. What do I mean by that? If you think you're gonna move next year, but you don't start preparing now, next year will become 5 years. So you have to get the ball rolling. You have to rip the Band-Aid off, get on the scale, start doing something every day that is going to push you towards your goal. And here's the bonus. Now I'm gonna tell you, the people in your town, the people you've known forever, they love you and they don't wanna see you go. But don't be discouraged just because somebody else does not have the same vision for your life that you do. You have to dig down deep and decide what's important for you, and you gotta go for it. I promise the people that are really in your corner, they'll be there no matter where you go. I am so excited that my husband was able to join us. Thank you.
Totally not my thing.
No, it's not his thing, but I forced him to do this because look, relocation was real for us, and if it's real for you too, I would love to help you out. If you are looking to get to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, honestly any area I can connect you with somebody, go ahead. My information is in the description box below. I would love to connect with you, and you know what? Let's talk about it.